Thank you all. My name is Michael Henry. I'm actually a candidate for Attorney General of the state of New York this year. I'd like to thank the chairman for putting this together, but you have to look up for the meteorologist because you mentioned really bad vision. So, look, many of us recently attended the funeral of hero police officer Wilbert Moran. Just a week prior, many of us attended the funeral of hero police officer Jason Rivera. And I personally was inspired by the strength that was conjured up by the 22-year-old widow of Officer Rivera, who was able to slam these laws and slam the performance of Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, who's making this city and state more dangerous. Now, just a few days before Officer Rivera's funeral, I visited the 32nd Precinct, and I specifically asked detectives and officers, what could be done to make your job more easier? And they said the full repeal of bail reform. Now, this just doesn't go to Alvin Bragg. This is something that starts at the top. The first thing our governor did when she became governor was pick to defund the police supporting cheerleader Brian Benjamin to be her lieutenant governor. And then she signs a parole reform bill that puts more violent criminals back onto our streets. Now, we might have this woke Manhattan District Attorney now, and by the way, people need to realize woke is not cute, it's dangerous. It's getting people killed. And we had this new district attorney who is now terrifying business owners in this city, and he basically wants to downgrade armed robbery to shoplifting. Policies like this spread, and when politicians are silent on this, they're complicit. Now sadly, what did we see after the now infamous memo was released? A 19-year-old girl by the name of Crystal Nieves, working in a Burger King at 1 o'clock on a Saturday night, and she's gunned down over $100. Just a few days later, Michelle Go, an Asian American, senior manager at Deloitte, shoved to her death on a subway track. I previously mentioned Officers Rivera and Officers Moore. And how many times are we going to open the newspaper and see a young black face, a young black boy under the age of 18 murdered in this city? I mean, this is something, people of all backgrounds and races are being terrorized on a daily basis. And politicians need to stand up and admit they're wrong. We just had a mayor elected on a pro-law enforcement mandate, and he identified problems, and whether you agree with all these solutions or not, he's willing to identify them. And people in his own party viciously attack him. This needs to stop. I'm tired of watching white faces, black faces, brown faces, Asian faces, every kind of face being terrorized in this city and across this state. I would thank you all very much for your time, and if anyone has any questions afterwards, I'll be willing to handle any questions from